I'm Dana K. White, author of Organizing for the Rest of Us, and I talk about clutter for a living because clutter is my own personal nemesis. So, a lot of us who struggle with clutter issues are also people who are highly creative. And where other people maybe see trash, we see like stuff we could do something with. I mean, that's kind of some of my favorite things to do is like, oh, I'm going to make something out of that everybody else thinks is just trash. Anyway, so there's a dilemma that presents itself not just to those of us who struggle with clutter, but to even people who maybe don't otherwise. We have a hard time when we come across a really good box. Y'all, I got this in the mail the other day. And I mean, a good box is difficult for me anyway. This is a really good, like seriously, look how adorable this is. I mean, what do you do with a really good box? Because, I mean, these are more common these days than they used to be because the whole experience of getting something in the mail, people want you to remember it. Companies want you to remember it. So they like to put things in really cool packaging. And yet, what I used to do is go, that's a really cool box. Obviously, I have to keep it. And then I would go on with my life. And then my house was full of things like really cool boxes and really cool other things that didn't actually have a purpose, but they were like, they just seemed like, I can't throw that away, right? So how do I apply what I have learned about clutter over the years and how to keep my house from being a cluttered mess? What have I learned that applies even to a really difficult situation like a really good box? Well, I take it there now. Yeah, I take it there now. If I will apply that same philosophy to everything, even a really cool box, that means that it's not that I can't keep the box, but I do have to have a place for it in my home. So ideally, what I do is I say, okay, I love this box. How can I use it right now? Is there something I can do with this box now? And I take it there right now. So what I did with this one is I thought, where have I been needing something to put things in that's about this size? I'm going to go take it there right now. Well, I've been working on my curl routine really hard. And so I have these clips that I'm using. Well, there's something that I added to my house. I really hadn't had a place that was great for those clips. And then they get on all these random spaces. So I thought, okay, I'm going to use this box for those clips. So I took it there right now. I opened up the drawer, I gathered the clips, I put them in this box, and so I was able to know for sure they actually do work for this situation. Because sometimes I think, oh, that would be good for something like hair stuff. Well, I don't actually know for sure that it works. I don't know for sure that I need it, but by taking it there now, I can know that this box has a place in my home and I got to keep it. Okay, I did put it inside of its cute little lid because that doesn't really take up any extra room. So, hey, it exists. I get to keep it like that. But what if you don't necessarily have a place like that and you just think, oh, well, that could be a gift box. I could use this as a gift box someday. Okay, then I ask myself my decluttering question. Where would I look for this first? Where would I look for a box that would be a great gift box someday? Where would I look for it first if I was looking for a cute gift box? And then I take it there right now. And then when I get to that space is a defined, limited space. It's a container according to the container concept, which you can go watch that video here. I never know which side it is. Anyway, go watch the container concept if you don't know what I'm talking about, but the basic gist of it is that every space in my home is a limit. And I can only keep what will fit inside those limits, whether it's a box or a shelf or a closet or a drawer or anything. I can only keep what will fit inside that limit because if I try to keep more than that, that's when my house gets out of control. That's when my house has no hope of ever being under control if I have more stuff than will actually fit in the space that I have. So I take it there now to the space where I would look for a gift box. And then I let that space determine whether or not I get to keep it. Is there room for it? Well, this one's super cute. So let's say that was my scenario and I took it there now and there was not enough room in that space. Then all I have to do is say, okay, what do I have in this space where I would look for gift type stuff that I like less than this one? What deserves to be in this space less than this super cute, adorable box? And then I purge that thing because I can't keep everything. I can only keep what will actually fit inside the space that I have available to give to this category of items where I would look first for, things for gift boxes. Because that space where I would keep things I might use for gift wrapping in the future, that's a defined space. And if I let myself keep more and more and more stuff, so then it bleeds out into the areas of my home where we need to do things like wrap the gifts or hang out together as a family. Or if I let it, oh, well, I filled up that space. Now I'm going to use this cabinet in the kitchen. And then we don't have enough room to actually keep our pots and pans inside the cabinets. And then we don't have enough room to actually cook on the counter because the pots and pans are on the counter because the space where I would normally put pots and pans has now been taken up with boxes that I might need someday because they're really cool boxes, blah, blah, blah. See how it just goes? So I have to give priority to right now life, the things that we need to do. But it's not that I can't keep these, well, maybe I could use that someday items. It's just I either have to go ahead and use it. That's the number one thing that I try to do. Go ahead and use it. But if I can't use it right now, there has to be a limit to the space where I keep these items that I might use in the future. Does that make sense? And I determine where it's going to go according to where I would look for that type of item first. It may not be that I remember having this box, but I do have a place where I go to look for things that I would need for gift wrapping. So of course, when I figured out what to do with this one, I was so proud of myself and excited. And I thought, okay, well, what about this box? The one that box came inside of, because I mean, it's a good box too. I mean, it's nothing like that one, but and then I realized, oh yeah, I found a use for the other one. That one is super cute. That one's totally worth me using. But this one, I would have to cut it right here. No, I've already got a purpose for a box this size. I'm going to keep that one and I'm going to be able to let this one go into recycling. Okay. So just remember, it's not that you can't keep something that's really cool that comes in your house, but you have to have a place for it. So take it there now, go ahead and use it. And often that'll make you realize, oh, actually it doesn't work. Okay, I'm ready to let go. But knowing my personality, knowing how much I really love a really good box, this is a great way for me to not feel resentful of the decluttering process, for me to have my house not be cluttered, but also get to embrace the fact that I like stuff like this, okay? I just have to have it, I just have to give it a home. All right, short video today. That's all we got. I'll talk to y'all next week.